Hi guys, welcome to It Was Never Personal with Yummy Wilfred. I am Yummy Wilfred, your host, and thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for letting me your ears for some time. Thank you. It was never personal. It was always about love, laughter, music, dance, colors, role playing, balance, awareness, authenticity, not taking the ego too seriously, taking life too seriously. It is all about realizing that this is a dream, an illusion that you and I get to co create. Yes, we are co creators with the power higher than us. So, therefore, it was never personal. Tune in to get inspired, motivated, and mostly importantly, find ways to do and give yourself love and do so with love to enjoy. Thank you so much for tuning in. And for today, because I said it has always been about really love, laughter, music, dance, and colors. Colors, yeah. Think about the rainbow, Kani, because today we'll be talking about Pride Month. On today's episode, we'll be talking about the Pride Month, which is actually this month. So thank you so much for tuning in and getting to explore and play with the of the colors of the rainbow, honey. Yes, I said honey. Yeah. It was never personal. Yeah. So thank you so much for tuning in. But let's start. What does Pride Month mean actually? So this is the Pride Month really comes from the or let me say is actually called the LGBTQIA plus Pride Month because those are letters. Yeah, we are the alphabet community. I really cracked up the first time I really heard somebody say that. I was like, oh my god, I never really thought of making that as a joke line or actually it's because it's funny, like the alphabet community, but it makes sense because it's the LGBTQIA plus community. Yeah, and I put the G in the LGBTQIA plus community. So thank you so much for tuning in. So this is our a month or a time where we get to really celebrate the existence, the visibility, or just celebrate everything, because pride is everything. Everybody is pride. Not everybody, but I mean, we really get to celebrate the differences that we have as people. Yes, we have heterosexuals and then we have homosexuals, which are the LGBTQ people, yeah. So that is that about it. Is really actually just appreciating it, celebrating it, showing that it's not really as complicated as we really have been taught it is. It is not as dark and so messy and so ugly and fugly as we were taught it is. It is okay to be gay, yes. And I'm really happy to really get recognized, to really have, because it's, yeah, everybody wants to belong, and such a celebration really gives that sense of belonging. It matters, representation matters, so visibility matters, celebration matters. But let's get to the origin and the story. So it really originated in the from the from a series of gay liberation protests in the 1969s. So it really goes way long back. Yes. um it's first, I think, yeah, it first the stone, yeah, the Stonewall riots. Yes, I'm so sorry guys, I'm really trying to think and remember. So yeah, it was the Stonewall riots which happened June 28th or some days around that, yes. So on June 28th, 1969, riots took place, and then this led to um the yeah, we the yeah, the community, the gays, the transgenders, and it's so I really love how the transgenders were really like the forefronters of this. I'll let you know the real tea, honey, because I don't think people really know this. People are so ignorant. But anyways, the first time we got to really celebrate the Pride Month, it was in 1970. Yes, you heard me right. 1970, which is like 54 years ago. And I mean, um, I have this other rap line that I say. Ain't sad when I look in the mirror, I smile back. No, it's 55 years plus, never been a mile. No, never been a meter. No, something like that. Like it's a really long way and it's really going. And the thing is that it doesn't mean that we really existed, or let me say, this shows that we really do existed way before 1960s, way before 1970. We even go way long back to the ancient times of the Egyptians. We have those paintings of them, of the same sex couples really kissing and doing that stuff over there, which shows that we really go long way back. So yeah, what to say about it? I really do love it. So this is the story. We have Marsha P. Johnson, and the P really stands for pay no mind, honey. Yes, Marsha P. Johnson, who is a black American trans woman, and we have Sylvia Rivera, who's also a trans woman. And then we have Stomé de la Vie. If you know, you know. Yes, Stomé de la Vie was really a girl, and then she's a lesbian, very butch. I really loved I really love reading about the history of our community, or the gay community, so it really excited me to really see them and actually see them, like, really, who for the real pictures, the real videos and stuff of that sort, the archives. And these people were so, first of all, they were very pretty, and handsome and giving, drop dead gorgeous. They were not cute, honey, they were drop dead gorgeous, and I loved them. That's so nice. And like any other people, they were human, and but they are the people who we can really say, oh, we thank you for so much. I don't know, and I still don't know right now. I don't really remember who threw the first brick, but it happened that we have the stone wall, which was a bar where the gay people really went to chill out, because gays were not really whenever I say gay, guys, listen, I'm talking about everybody in the community, yes. So I'm not really talking about gay men, which I think people really really will think when you say gay, and then like, oh, you mean like a man? Okay. So but I really mean everybody, the transsexuals, the bisexuals, everybody, even the intersex, they were really there. So when I'm saying gay, guys, just know that I'm talking about everybody who belongs to the community. So gay people were not really allowed to interact in bars or restaurants, um though with heterosexuals, unless they were really wearing a mask, which means they were really playing it off, or they were in the closet, or they came out across as straight or heterosexual, which is I mean, uh okay, I don't want to start things, but I mean, you want to be free, you want to be you want to just express whatever, the way you want to express yourself, yes. So because now we were really not allowed into the bars and whatever, unless we are really playing by the rules. I guess they went to the Stonewall Bar, and then, but riots were always happening. Things did happen, I mean, these things of human rights violations and stuff of that sort, it really goes long way back, guys. I mean, it's so crazy. It's crazy. But anyways, the police raids were always happening frequently. You're sitting down in a bar where you know that, okay, here I'm allowed to be myself. I can see my friends. We can have fun. We can just kai and have fun and do not harm anyone and enjoy our liquor. She can't even handle her liquor. So then we get there, and then you're harassed, you're sashed, you're done something, Yes, and then you can be taken to the you may be taken even to the yeah, behind the bars, or just, yeah, you may be taken behind the bars for maybe being a cross dresser, especially if you are a transgender person. So this, I mean, they got fed up with it. I think that is why actually the trans people actually started it, or maybe are the forefronters of it. Talking about Marsha P. Johnson, Sylvia Rivera, but I'm not really forgetting about Stormé de la Vie because she really did have a part in this. So these people really had enough, took they really resisted, or let me say they they reacted back from being harassed and whatever in the bars, you know. Yes, and then that led to now, because you know how you when you are in class and then there's that one kid, you know, the teacher has been really um abusing you, saying nasty things to you, you know, abusing you physically, emotionally, verbally. And then there's that one kid who's really able to say, you know what, I've heard enough. And then they start saying some things to the teacher and everything. And then the friend of the boy or the girl who's really standing up and saying, I've heard enough of the BS, their friend starts to laugh. And then all of a sudden the whole class is laughing and everybody's making noise and everything. So that was what really happened. So these guys or these people who are just named, they really said we've had enough of it. So they fought back, and it was, oh my god, I really always get the chills whenever I'm really watching it in TV, and I'm like, I wish I was there, you know? It just awakens this little rebellious person inside of me. But rebellious for the right reasons, honey. Yes. So it was really about that. So this is the story. So because then we fought back and stuff of that sort. Yeah. But all in all, we fought for our rights. We fought to be seen, to be allowed to be who we were, you know? And I mean, now we get to celebrate it, you know? Yes. Obviously, this happened in the USA, honey. I'm not talking about something which really happened in Africa or even South America or even Botswana. I'm just talking about things that really happened in the US of A. Yes. So that was that. And I guess it really paid off because now we are celebrating. So six less no, a year later actually, which is like months later, a year later we started really making it an annual celebration. And then because this took place on the June, excuse me guys, June 28th, we have the June 28th as the International LGBTQIA plus Pride Day, June 28th. So this is actually us celebrating it till to we are really just waiting for that day. And this is different in countries like New Zealand where they have the celebration of the Pride month in February and in some cases in March. But internationally, I think it is really recognized as June 28th. And that's about it. So that is the story of it. And I really, really love it. And again, I have to really say this. It was not until um 20 not 20, but it was not until 2004 in Massachusetts. I really don't know if I really pronounced the word right, but I think it's Massachusetts, right? Okay, yes, Massachusetts. 2004, we have the first gay marriage taking place, which is like 20 years ago. And guys, I'm 20 years, so this is like a really big thing for me. I really love it. I think it's really, you know, as much as 20 years is like a little thing because it's like, oh, so just yesterday because I'm still young, I'm still really a little boy. So then it's not like we really have had a long time or really going great, especially that even other countries, even I don't think even Botswana really legalized gay marriage. But anyways, I'm not really into that politics and things. But I'm really grateful that we somewhere else, someone like me is really able to really be and get married and do stuff of that sort, you know. Yes. And that's another accomplishment which really rooted from the June 28th of the 1969, honey. So that's about it. But why do we celebrate Pride? I think that's a very very easy I think it's a easy is an easy question because first of all, like I said, visibility matters. It is all about saying it's okay to be who you are. Love is love. Hashtag I was born this way. Hashtag love is love. Hashtag LGBTQIA plus. Hashtag we are here. We are queer. Yes. So I really said all that I had to say about it. But that is why we are really um doing it, and it is for all the sweet sensitive souls out there who feel like they're not seen, who feel marginalized, especially people who are living in communities where there is still um they still that darkness, or they still issues of darkness, ugliness, this and that, sinning and everything associated with being a homosexual, which I don't really want to delve into because I feel like religion is a very sensitive topic. I wouldn't even do it today. I'll do it the other day. So really keep it and tune in whenever I talk about it the other day. But anyways, this is for that little guy or that little boy, that little girl, that little m- boy who just became a beautiful girl, you know, and still feels like they have to fight to really be who they are, who feel so blocked, who feel like life is not worth living. But now we have the Pride Month celebration. So you can celebrate it. We are there for them. This is for ours, you know. I really love it. Yeah. So let's go and sip some tea, honey. And before we go and sip tea, I'd like to say that we'll be talking about the misconceptions surrounding the LGBTQ community when we come back. So yeah, let's go and sip some tea. Henny. And it was never personal. It was never personal. Yes. Welcome back. Anyways, now let's talk about the misconceptions which really surround the gay community. So I think the first one that really comes to my mind is that being gay is a choice. Like really, is it a choice? I mean, it's not. It's not even a choice. I mean, in the words of, or word to, because I'm a rapper, word to Lazy Gaga, I'm born this way. Mm-hmm. Yes. So it's not a choice. We clear that out. Number two, being gay is a lifestyle. Oh, really? Really? Ugh. I don't really get it. I don't get it because, I mean, who would really consciously and deliberately and over again choose a lifestyle which is really painted with horrifying things and everything? Like, it's hard enough being gay, but then why would you already go into yeah, but you get it. Why would you choose something which people would really ridicule you, scrutinize you for being it? So it's not even a lifestyle. Number three, I think another misconception is really that people who are gay or the LGBT, although they're really going to hell. Ugh, really? Oh, really? No, honey, I don't want to talk about that. I don't believe that there is something actually like a hell after this. We are going to hell and stuff. Really, going for hell for what? For being myself, for being me, and I never really hurt you because I loved me. I chose myself. I loved me, and it's only because of the fear. It's only because of the fear, but we'll talk about it later. So it's not really that's a misconception. Yeah. Yeah, that's really a misconception. But anyways, there's this other thing that even people, I don't know, people really used to really ask, and I think they do still ask it, that why, if you're a man, would you want to be a woman? Would you want to act like a woman? Would you want to change your? It's like, okay. Back then I really didn't get it, and it really frustrated me. I mean, it does to this point, but I mean, right now I know it's not personal. It really has nothing to do with me. It's everything about them. That is why I'm going to close this this little segment on the misconceptions about gay community people, the people in gay community, saying this. What people think of me, honey, is none of my business. Yes, and whatever they think and say about you and me, it has nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with them. Yeah. So that's that about it. And I think a word for really a gay person or for anybody actually, whenever you're doing yourself, whenever you're being you, wherever you are just acting out and having fun, celebrating, playing with the colors, all the colors of the rainbow, and somebody comes and really says something which is negative, mean, nasty to you, remember, it was never personal. And yes, but really remembering that it was never personal may not really be enough, but I think you have to add it to this. Just do not co-opt. It was never personal, therefore I do not have to really co-opt. I do not have to let my ego co-opt into the situation. I don't even have to let them know that they are wrong. I don't even have to say why are they doing this. I just have to look and say, okay, and then mind my business, because surely I have to really focus on my lane. That's all I'm here to do. But, anyways, now let's talk about all these misconceptions, why they are, you know. It's all because of ignorance. I mean, facts are facts, let's face it. We get to school. I got to school. I'm doing my second year. Actually, it's my third year. Yeah, I know. My third year at the University of Botswana doing the BSc General, double major in bio and chemistry. And I imagine all this 20 years of my education life, and I never really got to be taught about gays. I never really got to be taught about my culture, you know, about whatever that I get to really experience in the life and the whatever. I never really got to be taught about it. It's not taught in schools, you know. And I get it now. Back then, I mean, I was really frustrated again, but now I'm frustrated, but I know why it really has to be like that. It is in our culture to do that. Different means horrifying, different means run away from that, don't do that. Different, as long as we step out of the status quo, I think it's an act of treason, to be gay. Yeah, to talk about anything which is gay. Even in I mean, first of all, even in a family setting, you talk about gays, it's like, oh, what should we do? What are we gonna say? It's a very sensitive topic. We don't talk about that. It's like talking about sex. What do you want us to say? Oh no. Ugh. What are you talking about? Like that is the cold thing that you get. Or you get somebody who's really impulsive because you just triggered the ego, because the ego is like, we don't do that. You're a man, be a man. And then it's like, what is being a man actually? You know? I mean, what's being a man? Let's really start there, but we are not going to get into it. But it's like, be a man. Oh, be a woman. Oh, be. It's like, okay, you just triggered them because being gay, I guess it really does confuse the identities that we've really been labeled or been boxed into at a very early age, where a parent gives birth to a boy, and then in their words, quote and unquote, God forbid, they become a gay. Huh. Okay. Because they never really thought of that. They really never read that was not the box they framed you into. That's not the label they put into you. So they had this idea, the identity, they have already labeled you, and then you come out and you're like ripping off this label. It's like, who the fuck do you think you are? Yes, it's like, who do you think you are? You are not supposed to do that. So then, because you've threatened the ego, they're going to really talk about how you're doing something which is bad. And then they start using religion. They start using whatever they can use to really show you how pathetic they are. Yes, I said it. But, anyways, It's all about ignorance. We are not taught this. And it starts with self, actually, guys. It starts with self. It starts with self. But, anyways, the ignorance is really evident everywhere, you know. I don't really get how people really get to sleep on it. But then I get it because I like I said, it's not in the norm, it's not in our culture to talk about such things. So people really sleep on it. People really pass over it, you know. It's like, okay, so what? You just said, oh, okay. Oh, that is that. Oh, yeah. You know, I mean, I know that throughout my life, even right now, I get into a group of people and it's like, I think what irks them maybe, and what even makes me very, very funny, what makes it funny is that, oh, this guy is intelligent, you know, he's smart. Oh, he's got something going on. Oh, he's confident. And then it comes out, oh, he's gay. Yeah, that's what happens. Everything stops. It's like, what? How? Is it possible? Ugh. Really? And then it's like they really don't know how to package me, how to really place me because I'm really out of the box. I'm like, oh, okay, he's putting on nails today. Oh, and then they'd be like, okay, why are you putting on nails? Why are you do you want to become a woman? Really? Like what is that? You know, like it's funny, but then it's bad. It shows how much of ignorant we are as a society. You know, you can have this very successful, this very intelligent person who comes to you and then they start really bringing you down. Like, really? Oh my God, how did you even get there? You know? But I guess it was never personal. It was never personal. So, ignorance, I guess, is the main root of all of this. But again, right now, I feel like everybody's playing a part because nobody's really willing to really um teach themselves. Even the gay boys, you know, even the gay boys or the gay girls or the gay people, they're not. I don't think a lot of them are really trying or they're willing to even. I don't think if they're even conscious of it. It just happens unconsciously because, like I said, this is something that we really don't talk about. This is something that we really don't talk about. So unconsciously, they really flow. They go with the flow. They're not even interested in knowing who they are in a practical or in a human level, you know. They're not really interested in knowing more about their personality and everything about the history of their people. So it's like they have the self-shame, they have the self-loathing, you know. So it's like this. Being black, I've been discriminated by the whites, which everybody knows, which everybody gets. And then being black, I've been discriminated by the blacks for being gay. Oh, now we have to have like question marks, exclamation marks, commas, you know. I think even some people really actually put the full stop at the why it's discriminating the blacks and it's full stop. Anything else other than that is actually, oh, it's a choice. It's a choice. You made a choice to be gay. We didn't make it. It was not our choice to be black. Oh, okay. We get it. And then being discriminated for being gay by the blacks, you get to be a gay guy, and then it's like, oh, now I have to face the gay guys discriminating me for being femme. Ugh, okay. This is really hard. And then it really effed up in my mind because I was like, I couldn't even get it. I could feel it, but I couldn't really get it. Why is this happening? Oh, it's the ego. It's the ego, you know. Yes, the ego is the same reason for people who for racism, for all the anti-feminine rules or the misogynistic world or people really bringing down women. The ego has to play in it. Albinism, discrimination against albinism, the ego has it, you know. um Religion, the wars of the religious wars, ego has it. Countries actually fighting, ego has it, you know. Disabled people being looked down upon, the ego has it, Henny. And now even the people Homophobes, oh, is their ego. It was never personal. It's the ego, you know? Yes, and I know it right now. But like I said, it's the self loathing that these other gay people have that they now even hurt us internally. It's like, okay, we have to really work on ourselves as a family because outside, the family outside is not really having it. So let's really get to love each other. But you would only be able to love another person if you really love yourself. So all that I'm saying, if you are a gay person and you really know that you have some issues, oh, honey, find some self love because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to another person. You know. Thank you. So that's about it. And we have the laws about. Hey, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, I don't really do. I don't. I like. I always say this. I don't watch news. It's terrifying. I don't watch news. It's terrifying. But I have to keep one leg in and one leg out. So keeping the other leg in, I know that there are laws which actually are burning drag shows, which are burning gay marriages, which are burning um transgender transgender people's rights, and it's crazy. It's it's so crazy, you know. And I don't want to talk about how Africa is really like so in the back. Guys, we have to move forward, you know. As a collective, we have not really evolved. And I guess the pendulum is really going back, and I'm scared of that, but I really have to enjoy it. You know, I have to get a new set of nails and put it on my nails before they take whatever. Yeah. So that's that about it. The laws are just a reflection of the level of ignorance and the level of self-loathing we have as a community, of how much we are really um we still haven't developed. Really, we haven't. I guess civilization is not a linear line. Yeah, we takes we take 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, and then it's like that. So education is the key to really get down with this thing and just spread education, because like I said, knowledge is power. And anybody who's trying to really if you really avoid your if you really become an obstacle in you getting to be informed and getting knowledge, especially about things which are really real like this, you know, the history of who we are as as a people, you know, you are just rendering yourself powerless. Yes. So get yourself a book, get to read poems from Audre Lorde, you know, who is this very amazing lesbian. Get to read books about from James Baldwin, who's a very big gay man. And we have Bayard Reston. Watch movies about this guy, guys, you know. And there's this other series called The Book of Queer, you know, and I like Eric Savini, who is like one of the producers of it. It's very amazing. Get a book, get to read, just learn, you know. Even if you're an ally, guys, get to read. I don't know. I feel like allies are one of those people who are really two-faced. It's like, oh, I'm an ally, and then they don't do anything. Just like, I'm an ally. You being a friend to a gay person doesn't even make you an ally like that. You know, you're not even. Ugh, people are just fake. Yes, I feel like that. You know, sometimes I get very damn very angry, frustrated whenever I see some people acting like they're lovey-doveying and everything. It's just like a parent who's really like, oh, I'm fine. Yeah, that is the ally that I'm talking about. A person, a mother who's like, or rather, a lady who's like, oh no, I'm for the gays. I support them. I love them. You know, this is a heterosexual woman, and then they have they become pregnant, and then they have a little girl, and the little girl becomes a lesbian, turns out to be a lesbian. Ugh, she's like, God forbid this. And then she's like, what, why are you doing it's like, no. The thing is that now we're at a level where people are like, oh, it's fine for you to be gay, but as long as you don't sleep into my house, as long as you and I are not really related, you don't have to be near me, just be gay there over there, I love you over there. Really? Ugh. So really, Alice, step your game up. Yeah. So we're going to take a break, sip on some tea, and from there we'll be talking about some personal things. Yeah. It was never personal. It was never personal. Back again, like I never left. Yeah, because I never really left. So I want to talk about my first coming out. Yes, which is kind of funny because I read this other book and it was really explaining about what really coming out means. And it's crazy. It's like I was really laughing because I was like, I never really knew this. But anyways, conventionally coming out, we just say when you tell your family or friends or whatever that you're gay. And for me, I only came out to the person who I really came out of. Yeah, my mother. My mother, yes, who's a very nice really gorgeous. I'm really grateful and blessed to have such a mother like her. I really love her so much. I think she's actually listening to this podcast, and I'm like, mommy, I love you. Yes, yes. So I really only came out to my mom when I was 18. I'm watching this other gay series called It's a Scene, which we'll talk about one day because it's very educational. But, anyways, I'm seeing that and then I'm really intrigued. I'm really made to tell my mom, oh, mom, I'm gay because I don't want my mom to really die of the guilt and this shame and, feel like, ugh, why didn't she know I'm gay? But, anyways, I tell my mom I'm gay, sent her a message. It was really short, very brief. I'm gay. And she's like, I knew it. Oh, but she didn't really reply with a text. And this is so theatrical of my mom. She really calls me and then she tells me, oh, I knew. And then we start kicking and then we start laughing. And she's like asking me this. I'm like, okay. But I'm really grateful for it. Yes. But other than that, I really never came out to anybody because I feel like the signs were there. I never listened to to music of, oh, okay, maybe I'm going the wrong way because we have masculine gay boys who are really into that um music of male artists. But I mean, for me, then it becomes very obvious because if I've been dancing to a Nicki Minaj song since I'm really little, I know her lyrics. I'm still even listening to Beyonce. My favorite song allegedly is by Rihanna, Umbrella. Okay, Jay Z inside. Maybe I see why they're confused. But anyways, I mean, it's Rihanna's song, and I'm actually singing and playing to Rihanna's part. Doesn't it say that I'm gay? I mean, it doesn't make sense, guys. The signs are all there, so I don't really need to really say, "Oh, hi, I'm gay," and this and this. But amazingly, even some of my friends don't think I'm even gay, which is like, really? Oh, okay. I guess, like I said, have not we are not really we are to some level really ignorant, yes. So that was my first coming out. And how did I navigate the world as a gay guy? I mean, it was never easy, and it's still not easy. But I don't get I don't if I only have an F to give, then I would have gave it, but I don't give it. But that doesn't mean that I was never really hurt. I used to take it very personal when I was young because I'm so sensitive. So it really hurt me when somebody said something nasty. But now I know that it has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do. Oh, it has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with them. Whatever that they're saying, the painful words, it's just them projecting their self loathing onto me. And if anything, I think that people who are really actually saying about whatever, they're actually just jealous because we're just doing it and I'm doing it confidently. I mean, have you seen the way I walk? Thank you to my friends who always tell me that I have that walk. Yes. Not that Naomi Campbell, it's mine. Yes. So, navigating the world as a little gay guy in school, hard, but I think I got the pass because I'm bright. So I was like the teacher's favorite. And I actually had to fight for it. I guess it was like an unconscious decision for me to really work hard and become this bright. And then just because I knew that that was my ticket for me to not be to not face the negativity as much as other gay guys or other gay people really face it. Because if I'm a teacher's pet, then I can always cry onto my teacher like I really did when I was doing standard 3 and then she bit these other girls because they called me gay. But I mean, in a mean way. You know it when people are laughing with you and people are laughing at you. There's a difference. So that was that about it. So I never really got bullied to such an extent. It happened, but I would get there. Like I say, I get into a group of people, and then it's like, oh, this guy is smart. This guy is this guy is really different from other people. This guy has something brand new. It's like, okay, what is this with him? And then they're so interested. But then as long as soon as I say, okay, I'm gay, or I remove my nails from my pocket and I have some 4-inch nails on it, it's like, oh no, what do we do with them? So it's like that. So I really had to really sometimes play that character who keeps people laughing, who keeps people comfortable. But at this point, I know that I don't really have to keep on making people comfortable or laughing. If I don't like you, if I liking you, I mean, like, if I don't really want to laugh with you, I don't laugh with you. If I don't like your energy, I don't like your energy. And it's not personal. It's just me being myself and just enjoying my solitude and my solidarity and peace. Yes, but navigating the world as a gay person is not jokes, guys. It's really hard out there. But like I always say, yeah, I always have to remember it was never personal. That is why I'm really actually talking about this in here because it was never personal. It was never that deep. Me being myself and everything, and somebody coming out to me and telling me things is like, oh, okay. Oh, wow. Do you really hate yourself to that level? Do you really, it's fine, but I really love being who I am. And I guess what I can say, the message can be love a fellow brother, sister, they, them, you know, love, just love anybody who's next to you. You never know what other people are going through. And it's so unfortunate that with people or into the gay community or the LGBTQIA plus community is the leading is leading in terms of like it has the highest rates of mental health illnesses such as depression, anxiety, PTSD, and all because of people who are just so you know it's sad. So, and to really deal with this heaviness, this depression and anxiety, they run to substance abuse, sex, self harm until they really do commit suicide. So it's really bad. And this is really serious, guys. So love, love. Let love lead. Lead with love and just be kind to the person next to you. I know it's hard to take in, or maybe it's hard to really do it. Some people are so, you know, some people take everything so personal. Yeah, some people take everything so personal, so it's really hard to even give them love, to be kind to them, to be polite to them, but just always do that because actually, whatever you give out will always come back to you. Yeah. So let's go and sip some tea. It was never personal. It was never personal. So to close this, I would like to say how much I think or I'm very grateful to be gay. Yeah, this is like a letter to my little self, because I've also went through the self-loathing, the self-shame when I was young, where I used to even pray that, oh, can you change me, God, and stuff of that sort. But it was until I realized that I have to love myself for what I am because I'm actually here to experience life as a gay person. You know, I'm actually, this is the personality that my soul is really living in. And it's fine. It's perfect. Words to Gary Zukov. Yeah, it's Zukov. Yeah. Read, guys, you should read the book called The Seat of the Soul by Gary Zukov. It's very excellent. So, my personality is really perfect. It's so perfect, you know. You being gay, you being straight, you being whatever, you know, it's okay. It's so perfect for your soul, you know? And I know that, and I remember that, and I know that I'm the awareness behind this personality, behind this existence. I'm just here to have fun. And being gay, guys, I'm so grateful now because I know and I see for it, and because I've accepted it, I recognized it, I saw the truth, accepted the truth, I didn't run away from the truth, and I accepted, and now I'm living in it. I'm so grateful because, first of all, I'm able to have fun, you know, whenever I'm putting on my makeup, my nails, and stuff of that sort, and doing whatever. It's fun. It's fun. I really love it. It really lightens up. It lightens up this little child inside of me, and I really love it. And I we owe it to ourselves to really have fun, you know. And being gay again, it really, because being gay, I was so marginalized. I was really set out to be that person who's really going to hell, when I knew it as a little boy that actually I'm not doing anything wrong over here. I'm trying to fit in, but when I fit in, it's like it doesn't even feel right because I'm just being this other personality, which is not even me. I'm not honoring this experience as it is. I'm resisting what is, you know. So after really accepting it and doing it, I got I got a new perception, which was like, okay, I'm never going to really join anything into the matrix. I'm not going to I'm not going to follow the belief systems which my parents and their parents had. I'm not going to join into the matrix. You know the Matrix, the movie? Yeah, I'm Neo. You know, I'm not going to join into it. I'm not going to follow the status quo. I'm going to make sure that I create my world. I'm going to create my rules, which are founded from love, but not everybody's going to understand them because, like I said, the ego is threatened by anything which is different. And it's like, okay, this is normal and you are abnormal. What? No, it's not abnormal. It's just actually the new normal. And you have to accept it, especially that it's coming from a place of love and it has love infused onto it. So I'm creating myself. I've created, I've been able to really enjoy life because of that. So I'm grateful for being gay, And to any person out there who's really inside the closet, I'll say this: stay inside because you know what? You have to get that vacuum cleaner, and just come out when you're ready, you know. But make sure that you don't really stay trapped inside because like as like we know it's dark inside the closet. It's dark, you cannot see anything. There's light outside. Yeah, and I'm waiting for you for us to kai and have fun and actually be we. So that was it from It Was Never Personal with Yummy Walfred. So that was it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I adore you. Yeah, bye. God bless you.